Hey, good evening, everybody. It's Mike Pizzani, and this is your daily market recap option flow update for November 14th. It's Tuesday. What a wicked, choppy day, guys. Morning triggers, very little triggered and worked, but nothing really sold off enough to get us out or to say things are bad or to get out of the way. So, that said, we'll sit here tonight and we'll see how this plays out. Let's go over some of the action today because it was quite interesting. So we sold off on the open, put it in a low. You can see we came down all the way to just below the 21-day on the SPY and reversed, and we're still underneath the 8-day. The 8-day now 4 sessions in a row has become resistance. The Qs broke the 8-day and is now right back on top of it with about 45 minutes to go into the close. So choppy stuff. But all's not lost here, guys. There's been very selected put buying. What's hurting a little bit? Energy is weak today. So much for that nice setup. It's given it all back here at this point. We're going to have to see how that sets back up. The fins, however, while weakish today, we're starting to see some little bit of nibbling coming in. And by nibbling, I mean we're seeing some buying coming in to the fins. So if you look at JP Morgan, I might have made this a little too short. There you go. Better. So by JP Morgan, if you look at that and you look at some of what's going on, there's those December calls, right? Those December 108s and 110s in JP Morgan. Out of the money. Look at how many they piled up today. 16,000 of them they piled up on the 110 line now. So they've been buying all day long into JP Morgan. Bank of America, nothing special today, but just a little bit of a dip buying coming in. Nothing huge, just a little bit. December 27 calls. Again, you can see them coming in and adding to some of these strikes. Lots of little buying going on. Little buying, sneaky type buying here and there coming into the markets overall into these things. Let's talk biotech. IBB, which is broken, putting in a hell of a reversal here at this point into the close off the bottom of the Bollinger Band, trying to come back up. So we'll keep an eye on this sector going into tomorrow. What else? I did add Facebook today. I'm long December 185 calls. Why am I long? Because you can see they were buying it all day long. Small little sweepers constantly coming into the 180s, especially December 180s and the December 185s. Check out the December 185s. 36,000 of those now into open interest on the December 185 line in Facebook. Very quiet, very sneaky type buying today. Added up all day long. I'm still in my Netflix. Oh, by the way, let's talk about Facebook from a technical perspective. Technically, it's still stuck under the 8-day. It gets above it, it goes. We have options expiration this week. I would not be surprised if at some point this week they try to blast this out. By the way, it does look like they closed a bunch of the November 180 calls today. Let's look at Netflix. Bobby, going to look at Netflix? Not much buying today. Some weekly 195 calls. Nothing to get us overly excited about here, right? Nothing that's going to get us really going. That said, the chart. Look at how this thing is held in. Friday here was our call buyer, our reversal candle. Yesterday, still stuck on the 8-day, but holding in better than anything else. Still long, plenty of Netflix. May add back more. That's where I sold once I get going. What else? I took a small trade on Tesla today. I lost about 110 bucks. I only had 2 contracts. I tried to bounce it. I was looking for it to get to 320. I tried to buy 2 into this bounce, and it just didn't work. Now we know Chanos has been in it all day long. Chanos is shorting it. Chanos is bashing it. You can see some of the information on my private Twitter here that I was putting up today to people in my subscription. Lots of stuff going on in here as well. There were some call buyers, nothing major. So Tesla didn't work. What else? You look at the rest. Amazon bounced back, holding in fine. Nothing going on there. Twitter, a little weak today, still holding the 8-day, back into rebuilding mode, just not ready. FDX, which had a nice day yesterday, an upgrade, gave a lot of it back, still looks okay. What was interesting is Pfizer was strong today for some reason early on, and BMY. So some of the big pharma names had some individual strength. EA, if you guys like Electronic Arts, I didn't take any of this, but there were some big sweepers into Electronic Arts today. It popped off the lows on that. We have about 1.7 million, not quite $2 million into it, into the February 115 calls. That's a nice swing opportunity to me. WSDC was a name I did try to get into today. It was on my morning setups. I tried to enter it, and it ran on me. Nothing I could do about it. I pulled my order when it was 11 cents higher than where I had put my options in at a buck. I put my options in at a buck. It ran over 10 cents, and I don't chase. I still like this one. This one looks like it's just clearing this channel, guys. So this is a nice swing. I'm looking to take a longer-term position on Western Digital here. Look at this long sideways channel open up to 1 year. You can really see it clearly. Look at this nice looking chart, clearing this area, gets above, and I think it tries to take out. There's been a lot of call buying in 95 to 100 and higher. So that's where they're going. They're playing for a bigger move there. All in all, guys, no damage today. Just one of these tough days. One of the things I've been pointing out to everybody is under the hoods, this market's been correcting. I pointed this out this morning. I pointed out again to you guys here on the free who are getting to watch this. You know, energy correcting under the hoods while the market's stay elevated. Financials are already corrected to the 50-day. Great place for them to work here and to go. Biotech corrected under the hoods. Transports already corrected down here at this point underneath this. Steel names correcting again. FCX, another one that we've been watching. They had a big call buying yesterday and got sold off on volume today. So underneath the covers, this market continues to just sell and sell and sell. Hey, David, David, I'll come back. I'll give you a little bit more on it. Let's go back to the IBB. I mean, this was a nice reversal candle today. BIB today was on my list for a long, can't get above, not there. But I'm watching these closely, David. There's just nothing here yet, although we're getting a nice little reversal in the ETFs today. Yeah, NIMO. You know, the oscillators are in a great spot for us to turn it back up here. See if I can pull it in. Doesn't want to come up. All right, and the oscillators nicely oversold here now on the oscillators intraday. So you're in. I do like these here. By the way, a great way to play these is Labu. Labu has range. It's a day trading vehicle. This thing really moves the common. You can grab a couple hundred shares and get multiple dollar moves out of this thing on a daily basis. You want to play biotech. Yep, Blue's been strong. I do too, Noel. I like a lot of the biotechs here. I'm just being patient with them because they're so beat up. And the one thing I want to add, we're seeing talk that they're going to try to repeal Obamacare again today coming in. So I'm just throwing that out there. I want to make sure everybody knows what's going on. And really today, guys, as far as flow goes, that was really it. Puts on GME, puts on GE. Even saw a big block on Square, which looked like protection to me after a big earnings win. But honestly, at this point, I'm just, you know, I'm trying to buy time. If you haven't figured that out, I have no November positions on. Everything is out in December and January, and I'm trying to stay there. By the way, IBM was on my watch list this morning. It's kind of triggering here, guys. And right now, here's a call sweeper coming in. Watch this. You guys will love this. IBM, as we're sitting here typing this. November 24th, 150 calls. Sorry, about 565 of them, still some coming in. So, you know, IBM, the reason I've been watching it is because we've had call buying into weeklies, 149 calls and the 150 calls, right? You can see I've been picking up on this here as we've been going along. So I'm not loving it. I would rather, to be honest with you, IBM, the gap fill is down here. It hasn't filled it. It's close to the bottom of the Bollinger Band, but they may not let it go that far. So this is something that if you guys are looking for a trade tomorrow, put this on your radar. I always say Monday and Tuesdays are typically option burn premium days, and these days have been really good examples of that. It is OPEX. We have options expiration for the month on Friday. Typically, we get some movement into that to the upside. They've been buying every dip. There's no big time protection rolling in. One thing that does happen tomorrow is the VIX November contracts expire tomorrow. So maybe we get, maybe this is some fun and games ahead of that. I'm staying long my positions. I'm just being very selective what I add. and willing to just sit tight and let's see how things go here. Hope you guys enjoyed listening to me. I love doing this for you guys. I do have a service. If you're interested, hit me up on the side with private Twitter. I'm going to be posting this stuff for free a lot more often and doing live video streams throughout the day as we move forward. My website is smartoptiontrading.com if you guys have an interest in that. I hope everybody had a good day, and I'll be back tomorrow morning. And everybody enjoy your evening.